Hello again everyone, Deflect here for Fair Gaming. Wanted to bring you a video on the Trinket. I'm sure you're starting to see them now, but the Trinket doing quite a bit of damage. Now mainly it does a lot more damage as your tank because, you know, it works out to a lot of... it works out the same damage, but it's a lot more of your damage because you're doing less than a DPS, put it that way. But the Trinket is the Ruby Whelp Shell. So I had another version of this that I got recently. The nice thing is, I don't know if you know this or not, but it does keep your progress. So I just got this today, picked it up from Vault. It kept my progress from the last Ruby, which was great. So I only had it for a couple days before I got an upgrade on it, which kind of sucks, but hey, it is what it is. Moving on, there's a nice little Weakaura I'll put in the description. This will tell you what you've been working on. But the Ruby has some neat effects. It does... you can stand... you can do different things by going up to, let's say, this cleave pack. You go up here, you would click your Ruby, your whelp learns. So that's a lobbing fire nova. That will do damage to AoE packs. That's how it learns to do more, is basically by going to the pack, and Valdrakken is the easiest. It's right here, the cleave dummies. And you learn or teach your whelping there. All you have to do is click on the buff, 24-hour cooldown. It learns. You get one progression. Now, it doesn't just use this ability, so it will use other abilities. So you do want to get up more than one ability, just so you know. The other nice thing is it does single target damage with Fire Shot, does AoE damage with Lobbing Fire Nova. It can give you a crit buff with... which one is it? Sleeping Ruby Warmth is a crit buff. You can get a single target healing proc with the Curing Whiff. You can get an AoE healing proc with Mending Breath. And you can get a haste buff with Under a Red Wings. So I'm going to eventually, you know, level it all up, but you can count, you know, that's a lot of days. You have 6 by 6. That's over a month of training your whelping. Which... I'm going to work on the ones I want first, that's for sure. But it's definitely a cool trinket to have. It will work out once it's fully done to quite a bit of damage on my Vengeance. On, like I said, the AoE for a DPS will be a lot less, but on my Vengeance, it should be somewhere in the range of 6 to 8%, which is a fair amount of damage to do with a trinket. Just to put that in perspective, the whetstone that everyone's after from Quarter Stars is around 7.5%. So it's right up there with the whetstone. It right there within 1%. Should be very good. The downfall to the whetstone is it changes. It gets worse and better whenever it's single target or AoE. It's definitely a lot better in single target than AoE, from what it says, but it is still a great trinket to have. Same with Storm Eater's Boon, but you can't move. So there's a downfall to it. Anyways, back to the Ruby. There is different spots you have to train it though. So I will put the just basic blurb of where to train it in. If you have any questions, you can just refer to the description that will tell you. It is pretty easy to train. Like, for example... haste buff, you stand within the healing, target dummies and Valdrakken and cast on yourself. That's it. So there is it's pretty easy to do, not too hard. For the crit buff, stay in the middle of nowhere and target yourself. Pretty easy. The single target dummies, find an isolated mob and target it. AoE, again, you do it right here. So it's pretty easy to do. Just again, you have to train it. And like I said, you'll see on the Weakaura what you have. If you have any questions on the whelping or how to train it, it's fairly simple to train. Like I said, if you want the AoE, you would literally just stand right here. I always, just in case, attack a mob and then just use your trinket. That easy, then you get an AoE buff here. So once it's at 6, it's at max. That's all you have to worry about and carry on. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe. Deflect, Fair Gaming. We'll see you in the next video.